Well, now we're back in the Old Testament. You may be wondering how I did this. One of the things about Luke, I think, sometimes, is I think he took a whole lot of different things that he needed to say and squash them together in one place. And the reading from Luke today does that, kind of. And so it's a very, very rich reading. And we're going to have to just skim over the top because there isn't time to go into all the themes that are here. But one theme that both Isaiah and Luke have is what's important versus what's not important. All right? Some things in life serve other things. All the practices are so you can play the game, right? So you don't stand alone. Anybody who's gotten married knows this, because you don't get married with the purpose of being happy. Isn't that true? It's true. If your own happiness is the goal in your marriage will fail. That's not what marriage is. But conversely, if you have a good marriage, you're very likely to be happy. Right? This is that. What's important versus what's not important. I love the way Richard Carlson says it in Feasting on the Word. He said the context for these things involves ultimates. Ultimates. Jesus is giving an ultimatum. Actually, one that Isaiah foreshadows, one that is crucial to our faith. Kind of the crux of the matter. So let's see what that is. First of all, God's mad. Okay, he's just plain old mad in this part of Isaiah. Isaiah has a lot of wonderful parts to it. Wonderful, nurturing, and loving parts, and this isn't that. This is a mad God. He's angry because there is a disconnect between people's hearts as they worship and carry out the rituals of their life together and how they feel, how they act behind the scenes. There's a disconnect. And God is furious about it. What to me is the multitude of your sacrifices, says the Lord. I have had enough of offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts. I do not delight in the blood of bulls or of lambs or of goats. I love one translation that says, I will accept no bull from your house. When you come to appear before me, who asked this from your hand? Trample my courts no more. Bringing offerings is futile. Your new moons and Sabbath and calling of convocation. I cannot endure solemn assemblies with iniquity. I cannot endure solemn assemblies with iniquity. Now keep in mind, in their faith, life of faith, sacrifice was not expiation for sin. They did a different kind of sacrifice for that. Sacrifice had something else to say to them, of their community, of their thanksgiving to God for His provision. What God said something like that to us? I cannot abide your Easters and your Lents and your morning prayer and your evening prayer. I can't abide your general convention and your vestry meetings and your committee meetings. Don't bother me with that anymore. What would we do? Who would we be? He does not say that about the Eucharist. Why? Because however much we may fail in our vestry meetings and committee meetings and in our morning prayers and evening prayers, when we come to the altar, He feeds us and renews us. And at the altar, we bring our brokenness to God. That's what he wants. He wants our imperfections brought forth and filled with his light and his light. Two things that worship does. One, glorify God and speak of his holiness, his glory, his beauty, and give him thanks for all of that. And two, lift our hearts and be filled by him so that we may love each other. Two things. Our worship should lead us into love for each other. And then we go out with that love. And we give it to the world. That's a complete cycle of worship of God. And if we only do one part of that, as the Israelites were doing, then we have not done a complete cycle in worship of God. And our life in God is incomplete. Listen, God's angry at Israel because they're a blind people. They aren't just. They're following the rules. They're doing all the things that their law says to do, but they're not loving. They're not seeking justice. Your hands are full of blood. Wash yourselves. Make yourselves clean. Remove the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good. And what is good? Listen. Seek justice. Rescue the oppressed. Defend the orphan. Plead for the widow. No matter how many church services we come to, how many Eucharists we make, no matter the efficacy of our programs or our life together, if we don't do that, our hearts are still hearts of stone. If we don't do that, we have not fulfilled God's purpose for us and for the world. If we don't love each other and those we find in our lives, our entire life is a hollow shell. But if we do it, Psalm 50 says, to those who keep in my way will I show the salvation of God. And Isaiah says, though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be like snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall become like wool. If you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. The mouth of the Lord has spoken. We should ask ourselves, how does our life of piety lead us to carry God's word out? Open us up to the love and glory of God. Make us willing to answer his call to seek justice, to rescue the oppressed, to defend the orphan, and plead for the widow. We should do this for our life and for our life. Each one of us and all of us. Jesus articulates this too in his message today. Really, it's a crux of Christianity. He says two things. First, he says, do not be afraid, little flock. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. This isn't a God who wound up creation and then walked away. He's with us now. Who is speaking? Emmanuel, God with us, and it is his good pleasure. Another translation says it is God's delightful decision. And note that in the Greek, this is past tense. We're not waiting for a sweet by and by. This is now. God has given you the kingdom. Here and all around us. It's a delightful image of the master who serves the slave. Said by the one who's on his way to Jerusalem, to his own death. Said by the one who in John will put on a towel and wash his disciples' feet. It is God's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. He is delighted to do it, and we are delighted to receive it. And this cycle that I'm talking about, this circle, of worship and going out and worship and going out is fulfilling and joyful and enlivening and fun and great. It sounds like a burden to some people, but he fills us up and sends us out in a wash of joy and generosity. God is gracious and loving. He provides all our needs, and we understand that his provision and love for us is the ultimate thing, and that we carry it to the world. It's not our provision and love for ourselves, but his provision and love for us that we carry out. Rather than seeking it in some future, we seek it now. Be dressed for action and have your lamps lit. Not in the sense of hyper-vigilance, but in the sense of awareness of all that God gives us every day, every minute. There's one more point to make about all these readings. One final one. The option is not here to keep silent. Jesus does not give us an option for silence. God does not give us an option for inaction. Not to decide is to decide. Especially in this time, especially now. We are people who are to speak light into darkness. We don't have the option of complacency that will build the stones in us. We need living hearts, loving hearts that will not be silent in the face of what we see. And so our final question is, how is God calling each of us and all of us together to speak light into this dark time? To speak his love and to live his love in the world. Our worship is not in vain. We are not hard people. We are not living hollow lives full of sham. All we have to do is look around us to see the truth of that. All we had to do was be here last Sunday, or during the celebration of ministry, or at Easter, or any number of times to see how lively and enlivening our worship is. All we have to do is look at what St. Luke's is known for. And the community is a place of welcome and a place where people can come. And the ways that we reach out to know we are God's people, living his love. We have the privilege of being called more and more into that. And as we leave worship today, in the name of God, we go to find those to whom we are called in advocacy. Then what the psalmist says becomes true for us. To those who keep my way, I will show the salvation of God. Amen. Amen.